us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Badgers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Morris. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Badgers offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on...
There he goes! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Morris. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Unloads to the wideout. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. The RPO fired complete to the left. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Northwestern. Fitted in the window for the score. Getting set for the point after. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Scanning the field, it's Connors. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll start this drive with a pass. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Safe completion on the screen. Across the 25. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. First and 10, they're down to the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Firing to the right, complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative. Brings into the open. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Knocked down for the tackle.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it here on third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Connors. Finds a tight end. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire play.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them is just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Pocket breaking down. Quick strike complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Badgers are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because
turning it on. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you dive, and make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and the defense took advantage of it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Looking for a man. It's Morris. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Final play of the quarter coming. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've got a first down here to open the period. The lone back's got it. At the 45, on its way. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
They'll give it to him again. And they're able to shove him to the turf. Stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Good timing on the quick out. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Makes the catch. It's Tompkins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw again. He's got the tight end. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Touchdown, Northwestern! Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll start this drive firing. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. That's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. The Badgers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Connors. Under fire. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. So good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They'll leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. On the ground, it's Duffy. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Dropping back, it's Connors. Snagged out of the air.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Badgers are on the move. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Badgers line up to punt it away. He fields the punt in his own end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Sharp. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking downfield, it's Morris. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds space on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sharp. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the move from inside is 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Duffy. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Connors. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points... And
that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David... sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Fires to the tight end. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sharp. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Northwestern in business in the red zone.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got him. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it behind the line. It's Duffy. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Badgers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Martindale. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able...
Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Line gets set. First down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finds his man in the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they...
Touchdown, Wisconsin! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
42, Wisconsin, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's caught. It's sharp. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. At midfield, he's got room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quickly to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Morris. Makes the catch, it's Sharp. Shoved out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved. Touchdown, Northwestern! A great catch and run for 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on the... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Badger. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The short hands, it's sharp. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break it...
It's a seam wide open! Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. The give to the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the...
Turning it on! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And they'll knock him down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quick completion on the out route. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. To the air, it's Morris. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He's got it on the right. Can't get him to the ground. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Connors. He's got an open man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Here's a hit. Just threw that one way too far.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense.
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up the first down. Bust through behind his pad. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So first down will open up the final period. The give to the lone running back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Shows him the stiff arm. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. On first and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station.
Looking to throw on first down.
An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll try it over the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flips it out to the back.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try throwing vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. A across the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Going to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got the first down, looking for more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
There he goes. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think that you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Going to the run, it's Sharp. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. It'll be a draw. Powers through the defender. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard.